It's okay.
Okay, you know, and especially now in the business aviation, the expansion started again. The growth is going fast again. It's stopped maybe for a while, but now we are back. So especially, for example, I give you an example. My company, Royal Jet, now we started the refleeting program. So by 2020, we'll have a totally new fleet of all sizes of aircrafts. The heavy jets, for example, we can see them, the medium-sized jets, the smaller ones. We opened an RFP this year to buy 11 aircrafts. It's a project, of course, about $1 billion project. When we check the manufacturers, they said by 2020 there will be 24,000 deliveries. Half of those deliveries will be in the United States or in the Americas, let's say. About 4,000 deliveries in Europe, about 2,500 deliveries in China, about 1,300 deliveries in the Middle East market.
Okay.
So, and that's only business jet. So that, I can say that's a huge growth for this market, especially the population in the Middle East compared to the world market. So, of course, we started that program. So what we are doing is we started with the BBJs. Last year in 2013, we received one of the refurbished BBJs. We spent about $11 million just to refurbish the BBJs until we received the new ones. So we didn't keep quiet to just wait for the new ones to be delivered. Now we said, let us renew what we have currently, and then we expect the deliveries. So I expect that the smaller aircraft, the business aircraft, will be delivered maybe by end of this year. We'll have 1 or 2 deliveries, and then it will be gradually, all the deliveries will be received until 2020. 2015 we'll be having aircrafts, and then 17, 18, until 20, you will see a totally new fleet in Royal Jet. The industry growth itself, especially in the Middle East, we were the least affected by the global crisis. Especially that there is always something happening in the Middle East. The political situation in the Middle East, and especially that our business is based on the government. The majority of our business from government. Here we are talking about 65 to 70% of the total business comes from the governments around us. Maybe half of that is from the UAE government, and then the rest is from the Middle East government. And with the situation which happened, especially the Arab Spring, all those meetings, United Nations, those things, the business went from corporates just handed over to governments. And when it comes to governments, it's not about price anymore. It goes to other things like time, quality, confidentiality, security. So this is what we focused on. For the past 4 years, we did not change the pricing. It's the same price. But what we changed is better quality, high standard security. We have now our in-house protocol department, security department, full maintenance, hangars, whatever you want. Everything is happening in-house now. So that's the expansion we talked about. The second thing which is related to the business aviation is to have your own VIP terminal. Because if you are depending on others, then half of your quality is in others' hands. That's why we focused on this part of business. We do have our exclusive, what we call FBO, or fixed base operations. That's a VIP terminal in Abu Dhabi Airport, which we do handling any aircraft, any business just lands in Abu Dhabi International. We do the handling.
Exclusive.
So exactly. So that gave us a full experience of the VIP's requirements. We went outside Abu Dhabi. Last year we opened, we took over from the government in Seychelles the VIP terminal. So we are operating as Royal Jet the VIP terminal and a full independent terminal in Seychelles. that caused a big growth. In the first 6 months of 2013, when we did the handling and we did the management of that FBO, the revenue was doubled.
Okay.
So it gave a big courage to the government of Seychelles to appreciate that, give us all the support, and they handed over from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs fully to us with full of trust, of course. So that's I can say that's the direction of expansion for Royal Jet, to go in other countries, have bases, to have the full control over quality. And when it starts, especially if you are a private jet customer, your experience starts from your doorsteps to the doorsteps. So it's not about going to an airport, for example, commercial airport, waiting the lines and those things. So you expect a lot, and to go beyond that is a very difficult job. What did surprise you? Because when you pay for a private jet, you expect a lot. And believe me, it's very, very difficult to surprise people with things. That's why we keep improving. Our business is similar to five-star hotel business. So I always see, when I meet the CEOs of hotels chains and those things, we talk together, and every time I feel that yes, they do have the same challenges. We are operating air hotels, they're operating land hotels. So those are the things. I invite you to come and see our VIP terminal in Abu Dhabi International. It is the feeling of a top 5-star or 7-star hotel. From once you enter in, even the cars we use, we have to change the vehicles, we have to bring the top branded things, the touches inside, the volume of things, the colors. So those touches before you even go to the aircraft. So once you enter the aircraft, it's a full experience. The chef on board, the crew, experience of crew, of being there but not seen. I mean, it's lots of things. That's the challenge we're facing every year. Then it comes to the brand of the aircraft. Today we challenge the manufacturer. We are the biggest, as Royal Jet, we're the biggest business jet customer to Boeing today.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily that we're going to stay with them. Maybe tomorrow Airbus will come with a better product. Today I have an offer from Bombardier, the Canadian company. They're going to introduce a new series called the C series. It's competing with the range of 737s and 320s. So the manufacturing companies also are participating in this growth and coming here, visiting us, trying to understand what we want. Today, the growth of the medium jets, let's say, is going very high. It used to be about 10 to 11% of the total demand of business jets. This year, it reached about 40% to 41%. So that means people are increasing. And when it comes to medium jets, it's not government anymore. We're talking about corporates, we're talking about high net worth individuals. We're totally separate requirements because they are going for leisure. It's not about political situations and security and blah blah. So you need again to bring another team to study what they want. They are honeymooners, they are families to enjoying their summer parties. Again, we talk to manufacturers, we talk to hotel people, we talk to hospitality experts to keep doing and developing those products which we have. I have, for example, from the 737 series, I have 6 aircrafts. If you visit those aircrafts, none of them are like the other one.
Okay.
It's very difficult to maintain such things. The interiors, the IFAs, what we call it, or I mean, the full experience of it, whatever we're providing. The latest thing in the market today is the live TV, for example. We have the live TV since 3 years now. Today, the commercial aircrafts are advertising that, we're going to bring the live TV. I do have it on my aircraft since 3 years, so I did something new. That's why we go to the technical department and everything. What I feel today is we are growing, and maybe we are moving much faster than the manufacturers, than the electrical companies which providing the full experience on board. Today, when you come on board a private jet, you don't want to see things which you can't see on board of any commercial aircraft. You want to have totally new experience.
Something different. Yeah.
So that's the investment which is going, and that leads to what? It leads to high cost on the operators. But at the same time, you don't want to increase the price. You hear the challenges starts, especially now in the past few years, the fuel rate is going up. So from everywhere you are getting the high cost challenge, where at the same time the competition is increasing. Maybe in the Middle East, 5 years ago we had about 140 aircrafts.
How many?
140.
Okay.
Today you are talking about almost 700 aircrafts.
700.
So that's a growth. Especially that within that period we had a global crisis in between, but still we are growing. The expectation from MENA region is by 2020 this number will be more than double. So we're talking about maybe 1,100 aircrafts only in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Those 1,100 aircrafts won't be the same. That's the challenge. With the commercial aircrafts, when they order, for example, 100 aircrafts, they'll all look the same. And they want them to be the same because they have people who book by seats and they want to have the same experience. While in the private jet, you have people with different demands, different requirements. Some people that are going on business, they need their private office on board, they need a fax on board, they don't care, for example, about music or something. But while the others, they want now more bedrooms, kids' room, and those things. So those requirements comes from experience. And each company and each operator have its own customer database and totally different plans for their customer based on the customer type they have. That's why if you look at Royal Jet, we are trying to manage between the two. We are an official countries and regions carrier private jet for the ministers and above, or royal families. At the same time, we are trying to be for everyone, for families and to have experience. Last year we introduced a new service called the Royal Jet Luxury Vacations, where everyone can buy that one. It's not necessary to be on a private jet. So what we did is we went to the commercial airliners, we took special deals from them, but what we did, we used our experience of booking hotels, logistics for those VVIPs in the region to just deliver that experience to our customer individuals. So maybe that's the first service that Royal Jet introduced to be for everyone. It's not for that niche market anymore. So you can go, you can have your upgrades, you can stay in your presidential suite while paying for a normal suite, for example. You can have a helicopter trip, you can have all of those things. At the same time, you are traveling on your favorite commercial airliner with the least pricing. That was the total idea about it, to use our relations from all of those years. And those challenges never stops. So we are maybe the leading private jet company in the Middle East for 7 years. We were the leading private jet company worldwide for 6 years. So we are at the top. But the challenge here is to stay at the top. This is the challenge we are facing every day. That's why you see our teams always renewed. We have new people coming in, fresh-minded people. We talk people, fresh graduates, just to take from them ideas. We bring consultants in. Every year we have maybe tens of consultants walking in from catering division, from products and services, full experience, on-board experience, ground experience. We have consultants from everywhere just to be on the top, just to stay. So it's very costly to just stay on the top and not to be one of the operators. That's the thing. Sorry, maybe I talked a lot more than your questions.
No, it's good.